we should be live here. I will verify everything in a moment. If you're just getting on here, I've been live streaming the new one to add today. So all of you in TikTok, welcome on. And so here's what we're doing. For the last almost 20 years, 19 and a half years now, as of this month, exactly 19.5 years, I have been building teams online, building influence with people, helping people learn how to make money using the power of the internet. And here in 2025, we've never been able to do that better, more efficiently, more quickly than any other time in human history. You know, it used to be that we would say the industry, so to say, specifically the network marketing, but this branched out also into affiliate marketing to a lesser degree. But network marketing used to always say, you know, put in the work, put in 5 years, and you'll eventually start to get some results. And I never felt right about that, especially because I didn't take 5 years. I took about 1.5 to 2 years. In fact, I quit too early my first time back in the day. And so, you know, I want to share a little bit of my story here. Michael Overhausen, what's up? I also, while we're here together, I need to check to see. So here, this is actually really big news. I do want to share my story, but I think this is really important for you to see. So I got access approved for TikTok. Now the big, you know, we have to see, we have to see if it's actually working. So this will be, I've been waiting to be able to go live on TikTok for many months. What? I have to get this crap off. No, get off of my screen, dude. Okay.
Really, do I need
Especially if I'm logged in, which I am logged in. I do not want to see a bunch of garbage because it'll think I'm watching all that. So I don't know how we know if I'm live. How do I know if I'm live? I don't want to see Michelle live. I want to see my live.
What y'all doing?
We hanging out.
We're just goofing.
Stop.
Just
No.
goofing,
Oh my God.
We just
Well, I have no idea if I'm live on TikTok. So if I am, we will see activity live. Your live spark. Oh, okay. So I'm probably live. That's super cool. I don't know if I can see comment. Wait. No, Twitch. No. I already fixed this. Okay, bear with me, Hang on, everybody. I got to make sure. This is messed up. I fixed this before we went live. And how does that say I'm live? This says I'm live. Why does this thing show? So that's very strange. It's showing the chat for a stream that I'm not connected to. Chat settings. Bear with me, everybody. I'm sorry about this little distraction here. Yeah, I can't figure it out while it doesn't matter. I'll try to keep an eye on it on the side screen or something if I can ever find it again. Oh my God. What a wreck. Close down comments. And now I have to go find the comments. Okay. So no, stop. Messages. Anyway, so I've been doing this for almost 20 years. And so what we're doing here, I'm showing you how to build an audience. I'm showing you how to build authority with that audience, which directly all leads to making money online. And one of the big things Sorry, I'm looking over at my TikTok, which I haven't looked at for basically months. And essentially, I think my best video is 1500, which for TikTok is really low. 1900 over here. For TikTok is low. But, and by the way, TikTok is a totally, it's nothing I've been able to focus on. And because I couldn't do lives here, which I still don't know if I'm live right now. It indicated somewhere I was live. Your lives will blah, blah, blah. I have no idea. So what we're doing here, and I've been doing over these couple, primarily showing you how to efficiently use AI, showing you how to build a brand. And so there's a couple key pieces to when you go to make money online. My big target today is to keep this to an hour. And also, really, it's a huge test for TikTok. I was also additionally going to test music. As you can see, right here, although I didn't have TikTok at the time and then I got distracted. So I wanted to see what kind of music I can stream, which I know is very little. Covers, live performances. Although, what about a recording of a live performance that's on YouTube? That's really what I need to figure out. And I don't really care that much. I'm not going to spend a lot of time there. So by the way, if you're jumping on, please let me know you're here. Please say hi or type live. Or if you're on the recording, type a number 5 or just type recording. And it helps me know who is like, are you even getting value out of this? Because there's no point in going live if you're not getting good value out of this. Now, one of the things, it sucks oh, this is going to be rough here. Let me hunt around for what I'm looking for, because my tabs are not giving me a preview like they normally do. And when I find the thing, I'm trying to find, so I'm setting up an email newsletter. And to get, wait, let me move you over here. Let me share a screen. So basically what we did was, I've been setting up this AI brand kit builder to essentially where it's giving me all these different templates. And this isn't even the main place we use these, by the way. So I've kind of hacked this together, which you can do whatever you want with AI. This is not really following the plan, because all this brand kit stuff actually gets fed into this master creative director, like this giant document. And I'm actually looking for, I don't know if I can give you an example what this document is, why you need this, what you'll need before this. It's a huge document. And what happens is that I will pull all of the stuff you're seeing on the screen over into this master document. And then the master document gets fed into different tools that can just crank me assets. So I did this stuff kind of by hand and showing you different previews, and I could, like the layout controls, if you watch up here, it'll move around the size of the image and all that stuff. This is just getting stuff kind of set, but then all of this stuff is replaceable. All the text, the background, the images, everything is replaceable in the master document. So imagine having 1,000 different posts that are, and by the way, I spent no time on this. So like, this is just what it came up with. I didn't even change anything. It just gave me some suggestions, but these are all just templates. This is not what I've shown you so far. This is actually not the final output. This is doing everything by hand and manually so far. So awesome, Michael. Can't wait for you to finally be out of that place, bro. If you dare to. So, like an example would be this. Is I can go ask my creative director, once I have this whole file done, which all this stuff you're seeing feeds into the master file. We haven't even got to that step yet. And what we can do is say things like, create 5 Facebook post ideas for teaching people how to build authority online with ideogram prompts. Create a mid-journey prompt for marketing imagery that shows someone finally having success online. And then I can ask it, what's the best AI tool to create, fill in the blank, whatever I'm trying to create. All of this is done for me, and it gives me the prompts. Basically, guys and gals, here's what all this does. We're going through all the stuff I've been showing with you, and I'm not doing any of it. I'm just talking. So the last 10 minutes, there's no work being done. So don't be deceived if you see these recording lengths or the live lengths. Tons of this is teaching. This is not how long it should take you, because I'm far more interested in teaching you all this stuff. The getting it done stuff, yes, that's important, but it's important for me to show you that by example. And obviously we have to get something done, but my heart is far more interested in teaching and educating. I'm an inspired educator. It's what I love doing. It's what I will always do more of than anything else. So your creative director will recommend the best platform for your needs, generate optimized prompts using your brand guidelines, using my brand guidelines that I'm setting up, including the color schemes and everything. Ensure consistency with your established visual identity so that you're building your own brand. Does that make sense? You're not just randomly posting stuff. And then provide quality control checkpoints. I saw this post. I should have saved it so I could bring it up to you. But I was thinking of all of you on this journey with me that, it talked about building authority online. So many people, you don't look professional and you're not consistent and all you're doing is sharing. Like, let me just give an example. I have some friends and colleagues that they constantly just share what money they're making or what results. And that's one thing you should be sharing, but it shouldn't be the lion's share. If it is, it's not going to work. You do not look professional. You're definitely not going to get the biggest leaders to come and join you unless they're newer and less experienced, or if they're just like hypey builders. So what you want to do is establish yourself as a professional, which includes adding massive value. So here's a huge hack. And this is why most people never make it long term. You have to put a huge emphasis on giving people tons of value. You have to be looked at as the go-to person. And by the way, this is going to become increasingly hard because you have people like me telling you to go to AI, which is better than any of us out here. Now, am I going to give you shortcuts and things? It's going to take you forever to learn with AI and you're really not going to know the path? Yes. And most of everyone I've ever seen, you can see this in their work. You can see it with what they're doing. They don't know how to prompt AI. Yes, you that right now you're saying, well, I know how to do it. Yeah, that's what I have very rarely thought, even though I've been in technology for 44 years, since I was 6 years old, since I've been in AI from long before ChatGPT ever was named or ever came out. And there is still so much to learn. And there's tons of people that I can learn a ton from. And anybody who doesn't agree with what I just said, they're their own worst enemy. They're not. It's not a growth mindset. And so, do I know that I know more with AI than the vast majority of humans on the planet? Yes, I'm in it every day. I've been using it for years. I've been building it for years. So, anyway, this is really just to say, even when you're in the top 1%, you still want to have a growth mindset. You still want to be open. You still want to be thirsty, curious. Without curiosity, it's not good. So, and this will also, the creative director will provide quality control checkpoints. So there's a whole bunch of complete the setup steps above to create the creative director and this other stuff. Can I update? Yes. Brand kit, voice guide to the project. Okay. What if the prompts don't work? Can I create multiple creative? Yes. If you work on multiple brands, create multiple ones. So for each brand you have, you can create a new one of these documents, and it basically so that's stuff we're going to move towards. I don't know if we're going there today. And my apologies, I didn't find the freaking screen I was looking for you. And I know I have it up somewhere, so just give me a minute. It should be around here. Oh, it was here. Jeez. Okay, let's go to screen share. Okay, so first of all, my main site is totally jacked up. jasoncardamone.com. I clicked on blog, and this whole, I have a broken image, which I know why that's broken. That was gimmicky in the first place, but now it's complete. It's literally all the way gone. The newsletter goes to this same place. It doesn't, I'll click on it. I'll show you. It's broken because ClickFunnels sucks. I stopped paying years and years and years ago. Well, at least when they really screwed everything up and they lost most of their customers, and they had other competitors come in for lower price because they just, it's why we have free market. It's why we need capitalism, because you avoid monopolies and monarchies. So anyway, you have to scroll way down. You see all this blank space? This is done. This just kills, nobody's ever gonna come down and look for all this stuff. So I guess I took off the posts. So I do have some good posts on, and there's tons more obviously, but what I wanted to share was just how this used to be super professional, and now my main page is better, but this also goes to the broken newsletter, which is all gone. This video not even playing, that's insane. Everything this points to, which is to grab people's emails, are gone. So I haven't posted on my blog in basically 2.5 years. So anyway, we're not doing anything with this. This has just been sitting here. I don't know really what to do with my main domain. I need to check traffic, see if do I just want to kill the whole thing? My son also said my logo, which I love, my branding, he said it is so, I forgot what he called it, 2000s, or I don't even know what he said, but something ancient basically. And maybe I like retro old stuff like that, like this whole brand. So anyway, this is something I am getting done today. So I do want to check one thing. So this is a place called Beehive, but I want to see if there's an affiliate program, and I will show you. Oh. Beehive Partner Program. So I'm going to go sign. I always, by the way, model what I'm doing. I do this all the time. I always look for an affiliate. Now, I've only made probably 10 or 15% of my lifetime income from affiliate program. Like this little side stuff. I've definitely done attacked affiliate programs directly and made up to, 2,000+ a month. But over decades, it's added up to be multiple six figures. I almost said seven. That's the total income. So, this actually sucks right here. 50% commissions for 12 months. What happens after 12 months, Beehive? You just dump my people, take them, this is a really crappy program if that is what they do. It doesn't look like, I would still go for it, but what best describes me? Like, what do you choose when every single thing fits you? I'm not going, I don't care about the terms of service. They're all the same. So it looks like it created me a link immediately, which is really cool. That is awesome. And it says 50% commission your audience receives. So I can give you a 30-day trial and 20% off for 3 months. If you, and by the way, this is what I got a free trial as well, and I'm still on it. I just got an email that said I have like 26 days left. Something, sorry, I'm reading the screen while I'm talking to you. So we're like going 1,000 miles an hour right here. I forgot. Here's what I wanted to tell you. I had this affiliate program from a year and a half ago, and I forgot, and which is almost, I've never done this in my career. I forgot to put in my PayPal email, and I'd racked up all these commissions, and I had like $2,000 or $3,000 sitting there. I just found it a couple months ago. So what I'm going to do, copy username for paper. Oh, shit. This is so dumb. Sorry, everybody. Things not quite working as efficiently as I normally do. Jason's internet, copy. Go there. I copy and paste everything. I do not type. You type one typo and you don't get your commissions. Do not ever type anything. Always copy and paste. I don't care if you're highly accurate, 100 words a minute, software programmer that had to be accurate, or you break programs. So I'm far more accurate. I'm a far faster typer than most. And look, I am not typing. Please, for the love of God, especially those of you doing this crap. So, and by the way, you don't even really need to type anymore. Everything is like point and click and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I successfully updated my internet. Now I will show you this is what I'm using my entire, so it just copied my partner link. If any of you want to model what you're seeing me do today, this is like, ask me and I'll give you this. Maybe I can even put it down in the chat. So what I wanted to share with you, this blog, jasoncardamone.com, I'm really not using the blog. What I wanted to show you is the complex back end, which you're not going to have to do. And what I'm hoping is nothing gets revealed with passwords and crap like that. So what I'm going to do, I have this program called Pretty Links. All of my links, which I have, there's no way I only have 335. I mean, probably, I guess I do. I swear I have far more, but we want to add a new pretty link. And here's what a pretty link is. And by the way, I should have known my blog was screwed up because now the interface is all screwed up and I have to like scroll to the side of the screen. So anyway, the target URL is this beehive via Jason Cardamone thingy. And then what the keyword is going to be beehive. I capitalize all important, just my system. I always capitalize. I'm going to update. And here's what this allows me to do. Any of these things, I can just do jasoncardamone.com/ and then this. And it'll take you to the affiliate program. I will show you in a brand new, in fact, I would normally do this incognito. I'll just do a completely separate browser that's white. So what we're going to do is go to jasoncardamone.com/ beehive. This is what me setting up that pretty link just did. I'm going to show you a way better way. I'm teaching my team this, but in a much easier way than that pretty links crap. Pretty links you have to pay for. I have to pay to keep that blog, jasoncardamone.com. It's a monthly charge. You don't need any of that stuff. There's better ways to do all that now. But when we go to that link, look, this is where it takes us. So all I have to do is say, hey, go to jasoncardamone.com / beehive, which I'll put down in the comments as well. And I don't think I can do that on Twitter, by the way, but jasoncardamone.com / beehive, send. And let me see where it's sent. It's sent to, it says it's sent to Twitch and YouTube, which is crazy. I don't even care. So it is what it is. I don't need to. So that was like a little AI thing that came up. You would want to fill that out. You can just start your free trial here. But let me show you now why I'm even recommending something like this. First of all, because it was recommended to me by someone who's made 9 figures. I don't have any posts, but I do want you to see, like, you can create subscribers and forms and all kinds of stuff here. The idea is this. So this looks pretty crappy here, but see how it says no post found? See how this kind of looks like. It's not really a blog yet, but if you could imagine that this site, which I've spent thousands of dollars and spent forever on, you could kind of imagine with some tweaking to that other site, you could start to see some blog posts appear over there. And while my current page, everything is broken when someone tries to, everything is designed to capture the email address. Notice how the biggest sin in the world, they're all broken. So like nobody can enter an email. So this is what I'm showing you how to do. I don't want a custom field. Just give me a name, dude. What? Is that seriously? You can only do email? I'm probably just leaving this exactly like it is. I am, by the way, for the first time since I very started building an email list in 2007, I'm moving to double opt-in. What it means is when someone enters an email address, it actually will not go on your list until they go As soon as they enter an email address, this system will send them an email to their inbox and say, basically a version of, click on this to actually confirm that you want to subscribe to this list. I'm sharing that with you because what it means is if somebody enters a fake email, they never go and click on it. The downside is if a real person enters the email and they're not instructed to go check their inbox, they're not going to opt in and confirm to really get on. But I want real people. I want serious people. And I am going to finally start doing double opt-in. I'm telling you, I haven't done this since 2007. It's all been single opt-in. And I'm going to demand the highest quality email caliber from people. I don't care about bringing on 100 people a day. I'd rather have 10 that are real people, no bots, no all the spam and crap and all the other or even people funnel hacking, which is just entering a fake email to try to get in. I do that stuff all the time. You could subscribe with that, but if I don't have access to this email address, I can't go confirm I was trying to opt in. So anyway, I'm going to save these basic changes. Header subtitle can't be blank. Where's the header subtitle? Learn to build an audience. This is so bad, by the way. This is way too many. Build influence with them. So what I'm going to do is grab this subtitle. I don't really like this, and I'm going to go to... I already have a better window for this, but I'm just going to do this. We're going to do the brand update. Come on. God. I'm setting up at least a temporary way to start a new newsletters list. I was instructed to use Beehive, at least for now, which is just quick and dirty. I'm just going with it just to take action. This is not permanent yet. But what I'd like to do is, will you help me rewrite this subtitle or subline or whatever this is? I'll put the text below. I'll send you a screenshot so you have context of what we're doing here. So I don't want to put a bunch of thought into this. It doesn't matter how good I am at copywriting. I'm giving this, but then also I want to show you. I want to go to the main page. I think it should be impacted here. Let's see. No, it's not, which is interesting. Okay. Oh, maybe that's because I didn't get to save it yet. Hold on. Save all changes. Form saved. Refresh on this page. I don't know where I have no idea. Subscribe. So okay, I'm going to grab a couple screenshots here. Actually, and I'm going to give it the URL so it sees it, because it's going to pick up all those little details. And here's why I'm doing that, because I want to also show it the main page. Because it sucks. So I'm going to copy the one image, paste it in. I'm going to copy the other image. I'm going to paste it in. So now ChatGPT has a visual reference of all that. And additionally, I noticed that on the main Beehive page, the subtitle doesn't come in. And that's the main page I went to go work on today, where my outcome is within the next 25 minutes to be able to have people opt in at this page so I can start collecting email addresses, which is a huge reason why I started doing this case study live, and then continue to serve them in a much more impactful way where, anyway, please help me get a better subtitle, but also I need to clean up all this stuff. So guide me with anything you think I need to do here. And by the way, what I need on that second screenshot with my branding in the background, the opt-in box clearly doesn't pop out. It's hidden within it. I don't know if I just need to change the colors, if I need to dim out my image in the background, make it, less bright, or kind of mute it into the background, like not as opaque, transparent. That's what I'm thinking of. So let me know what we should do with this. So for all of you, I started to guide you guys, but then also AI, I'm like, it just need to know this stuff. So what I wanted to share with you is that, so here's all of the stuff I just said. Here's the images, everything. I'm just going to let it go to work on that. So, and I probably should have started a brand new chat. In fact, stop. I am going to do a brand new chat because it says I have a new version. So we're going to, oh my God, dude. I hate when it does this, but by the way, AI would be fine with just this huge garble there. But I will not if I ever go back and read what I was trying to do. So I'm going to re-add in both images. I'm going to send. So as that is going to work, and I wanted to use the newest version because at the bottom it said there's a new version again. So, and I'm going to rename this. It's going to be Beehive. Rename. I try to keep it. I don't want to scroll through all my chats and like not know where anything is. There is a search function, by the way, if you didn't know that. So one of the big problems with the way I'm doing this currently, I'm giving this insane amounts of value that you would normally pay hundreds of dollars a month, if not $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to go through this over-the-shoulder case study from someone who's made multiple seven figures and has been doing this for decades. And so giving this level of value for free is not the best way to do it. And I don't mean in a selfish way for me. What I mean is you're not committed because you're just like, oh, this is just a free thing. And you're just scrolling around social media. And because you're not committed, you've put no time, energy, money in, or very little time, that you're basically probably going to miss the majority of the value that's actually coming out here. So I do plan to still keep doing lives, at least at this point, as long as there's engagement. And by the way, I'd love to know what you're seeing, what you're feeling with all this stuff. Let me know questions you have. Or again, there's no point in me going live. I could just do all this stuff without teaching. I love the teaching part. But if I'm not adding value, why? I'm not just going to teach just to teach. So this just gave me like a whole bunch of, what the hell is that? I don't know if CSS is available. You tell me. I don't want to go through. Oh my God. I mean, it's not going to take that long. Some of these just are not good. It is giving me a headline, by the way, which I didn't even ask for, which is awesome. And then a sub headline, which is what I did ask for. It's giving me a call to action on the button. See, I don't want to go through all this stuff right now. This I like. Choose a headline and subhead from above. Let's do that at least, which is exactly what I wanted to do. you build, you don't grow. Wait, where the hell do I put that? Headline, subhead. Okay, so we're not doing case study. And you don't grow an audience, you build an audience. You earn trust, scale with AI. Good enough. So I'm reading all of these through the perspective of the average person trying to make money online. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter what I like. It matters what's going to grab them the best. There's a couple that I like. There's a mix of all these. I'm not going to overthink this. I'm going to take action. I'm just blasting right through it. Now, I hate these M dashes. Learn the exact simple systems I'm using in a live case study to build an audience, earn trust, and create leverage quickly with AI. And I want something about without looking like AI spam like the rest of the world, but we're going to go for it. Okay, so here's the button text and things it was giving me. So let's go look at that. Let's do... Show me what works. Get the playbooks. I don't like the color of this button. Tiny line under the call to action. I don't see how to add that. Save changes first. Styling. So this is where what I'm going to do is pull this out to the side so I can quickly, that's why you want 2 and 3 monitors, by the way. So I can quickly grab things back and forth. Settings. Here's what I'm going to do. There's a lot. Background, header, and form. There is a lot of tweaks here. What I want to try to do is get them on one screen. My God, they all go off the screen. So we're going to do background. I'm going to shrink my screen down. And I'm going to give it 3 screenshots. Because I don't really want to do this stuff again. I want to get this nitty-gritty details out of the way completely. So 1 for the background, 1 for the header so it can see all the options. And then 1 for the form. And what I'm going to do is have it give me all of the options. You want to model how I'm working with AI. So this is helpful so far. I've made a couple of the copy tweaks, or at least all the ones that were easy to find. I'm going to give you all of the visual design options. There's 3 different sub tabs on the right-hand side. They each have a dozen plus options. And so can you give me some way that is in exact order, that is not going to take me long, where I can just copy, paste, go one time through, save it all, and get it all done the first time perfectly? And I want it to match. So it matches my brand and some of, like, you've given me some color codes and some other things, but I don't want to have to hunt through where to put those things. So please give me them in exact order that they appear in these screenshots, or even just give me a screenshot that I can model exactly. Although I would prefer where I can copy and paste the codes and things like that, because I want to get this done. Just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Do it one time and never have to do this again. And then I'm going to copy and paste the 3 screenshots in. Number 1. I'm going to do this on the side screen. Number 2. Number 3. And I'm going to close these tabs down because obviously there's freaking tabs everywhere. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. All the stuff I spoke. Here's the 3 screenshots. Go. Notice how I'm not, I could easily power through. I could easily go see what it was saying and go start hacking through it. I encourage you to be as lazy as possible and look for the most optimal copy and paste. Your time is far more valuable. AI is way smarter. It can put things in different ways. And it's like, it's already smarter than the smartest people on the planet. It's already solving problems that no human being has ever solved, like in mathematics and in health. And so you want to go put the maximum amount of work onto AI. If you don't get anything else from everything I'm sharing with you, if you just get this lesson, this can be life-changing. This is why I talk about AI in every freaking video, even when the videos aren't about AI. And so this is so important that you take command of AI and don't trust I don't trust anything it said yet, but I also didn't implement too much. So I'm looking at it and saying, does this make sense with what I'm trying to do? So it's giving me some content. I basically did most of this stuff except for this one. If there's a terms help text field. Screenshot number 1 order. Okay, see how it's giving me this? So, all right, I'm going to go to proper teaching style, which is painful. I'm going to have to set it up for a second just so you can see all of this. I actually, you know what? I need to use my screen flips. That is what we're going to do. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm putting this on the right screen. I'm putting our main where we're doing the work. Now I have to shrink this or go back to normal. Okay, so we're going to start at the background. This should be the first one. Now I'll show you, see on the right screen here, this is ChatGPT. And then the main screen, this is, and I know a little bit's cut off. It's fine. So what we're going to do, styling background, background header form, and see how it's styling background, styling header, styling form, screenshot number 3. See how I kept them in order because I told it the exact order and all of that kind of a thing. So see how I gave it proper screenshots. I gave it the whole context. I talked for a few more 10, 20 more seconds. I didn't just say, hey, give me these things. That is not how you work with anyone. So you might eventually you're going to go back and forth and back and forth. You're going to waste a lot of time is the problem. So, okay, screenshot number 1. Color, FFFF. Border, leave. We'll remove it below. Border style, this says none. So I'm just going to stay on this screen so you can see the changes we're making. Border style, there is no none, dude. That sucks. You know what else sucks? It doesn't show me the changes as I'm making them. I really don't like this. It does say border thickness 0. Okay, there we go. It does show. Okay. My apologies. So border thickness 0, which is the this is the border. Sizing, auto, alignment, direction. It says actually horizontal. Okay. X-align, center. That's pretty normal. Spacing, padding, 80-40, corners. I mean, it result. A clean white canvas around the form will create contrast with the form card and button. So basically this says we're done with that one. I'm going to close down the background. We're going to go to the header. Select header, background color, F's, zeros, none, thickness, 0. Again, border style, we can't do none, but it doesn't matter because that's custom border stuff. Width and height, auto. Alignment, direction, vertical for this one. Okay. I want to see if it changes. See how it changes that? So that would put it here and here. That looks horrible. So this definitely has that. See how I'm doubting it? Even though it told me to leave this vertical or to change it to vertical. Auto. Padding 0, gap 8, corner radius 0. What is this stuff? It says header. Okay, now it flipped over here. Oh my God. Okay. Header. I didn't even realize this. So now there's all these other options. This is damn font family. So this is not an exact match because I didn't give it a screenshot and I didn't realize these were all separate options. So the stuff ChatGPT is giving me, if you look over here, header, title, subtitle, see base, title, subtitle. So I'm not on subtitle yet. I'm not on title yet. So base, that will just be this one. So this does say change the text color to where is the text color, dude? Because all it has is background and border color. So I don't really understand what it's trying to do with this stuff, but font, let me just go with what it's saying. It says font Poppins or enter. In fact, I think I used enter somewhere else. Let me see. Enter. So change at the top there. Change that. I don't think I like that. I'm just going to go with that. I don't know. Size, it says 32. Line height, that looks a little better. Line height, 1.2. I believe that's in reference to the 32. I'm actually going to leave that where it is. Letter spacing, I don't see. Alignment, center. Margin spacing 0, 0. So I'm going to leave this as is. I'm going to save changes. Subtitle. It says, you know what? I forgot to change the text color on the last one, I think. Save changes. I don't know if I have to save when flipping back and forth. Get out of the way. It's making a change to the top thing and then this covers it. It sucks. It's a bad user interface design. Lado. Jeez. I hate fonts. And now it's not changing it. Size 16, line height. This all actually looks all correct. I don't like this font. I don't care. I'm leaving it. And now we're going to form. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's so much stuff. And we're getting close to the hour mark. Background color, leave, none. Horizontal, border style, none. Okay, I like this font much better now. It just fixed it. That's good. Border thickness 0. Width 420. That's so funny. It's like an Elon joke. Leave it on fix. Button height 48. So just made the button way bigger here. Spacing, padding, gap 8. Scroll down. That's it. Okay. And then corner radius 8. Okay, save. By the way, I like rounded buttons. What the? That's jacked up. Move. Oh my God. RoboForm, you suck. So nothing changed there, but if you click on subscribe, this doesn't. I don't even know what the hell are we doing? Where is this? Well, I guess we'll find out. Fields. Okay, we're going to do. Oh, this sucks. It didn't say a family. This is actually really hard trying to figure out where these damn things are. So background color. Let me just focus one at a time. Background color, all Fs. Text color is something funky. Where's text? Text. Input text. Placeholder color. It actually did a pretty good job. I don't think it even got to see these. Border color. Border thickness 1. Ooh, really? Where's that? Right there, I guess. This is driving me crazy with the curved corners and the square corners. That sucks. So dumb. Corner radius 10. That should make curve. See, that's cool. The curves. I like the curves. That's my style. Shadow. Where the hell is shadow? Styling. Focus glow. I don't see any of that. Label styling. So there's all these options I don't see except for... Okay, we're going to save. And we're getting close to being done. Okay, now we go to the button form. What the... Button form. It doesn't give me any of that. It does give me a font color. The background and the border color are both this. That's cool. So look, it just pulled in my blue for the first time. It's starting to look like my brand. I am not keeping this. This button sucks. It looks so bad. Form button. Okay. Text color should be all Fs, okay? Border thickness 0, corner radius 10. 0, 10. There we go. Just whacked those finally. And do you see shadow? I don't see shadow anywhere. I don't believe there are shadows. So what's crazy is I didn't show it screenshots of the fields, the button, or the terms. And it got most of it, which is amazing. Checkbox styling. So this is down. This would be below. All right. If your form, here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. So we just got done with all of the tons and tons of that stuff. So if your form sits over a busy hero image, which is this, the image is busy in the background. Option overlay, theme, preferred if available, overlay capacity. So I don't know where those things are. I want it to open this menu up more than these. I hate these. I hate these smushed down menus. It sucks. Import content, that will be interesting. Can just start writing. Oh, it says I have 28 days left. Did I just get this? This doesn't seem right. I think I have more than 30 days. This definitely does not work, but select a block to edit. Okay. Option A, preferred if available. Hero overlay color. Can I do the whole thing? Maybe. What? Where did that go? I was just trying to change the opacity. I don't see that changing anything. Option B, uploaded dimmed image. Overlay capacity. Hero overlay color. So what I want to do is just dim it more in the background, not. So this is the right idea, but I don't want to just darken it like that. That helps. I'm going for it. Now how do I save? I need to save. What the hell? Does it not look? I can here. Maybe it's because this thing's in the way. Oh, that was why. Publish all pages. Publish to live site. You, by the way, you want to be careful with publishing like that if you're working on. I mean, nobody's on this site yet. So anyway, let's go see what changes were made. This pops out more. Email is definitely none of this is rounded. I don't like how those look. What about the subscribe quick link? Not rounded. I mean, I don't even see any of that screen we were just working on. So basically, all I did was dim an image a little bit. Maybe change the subscribe to blue. With all of that work for like half hour. Okay, so... Oh, by the way, sorry, I wasn't showing you. Let me show you. Sorry, I keep forgetting to flip screens with you. So this definitely makes the email pop more. I don't like how it's all square like that. But to subscribe, it makes it more clear. And by the way, this site, so I believe you post blog posts, and I'll put like these recordings and things up there along with text to go along with it. And then I believe this site will force a person to log in to be able to see the rest of the content. I think. But I want to make sure this is also still helpful with SEO and that it's getting, pulled into not just search engine optimization, but also inside of AI for searching. And if it's blocking people out, it may not pull that in for search correctly. We'll see if it does. I'm not totally happy with this, but we went for about an hour today. So I'm stopping this for today, especially because there's not very many comments, although I've had a handful of people jumping on. I need to go check what this did, if anything, on TikTok. And in fact, I think I can check from my device. So stay here with me. We will. So today was a big test.
It's so funny when people say you can't buy the house.
I hate how TikTok just starts playing crap. Like, TikTok shows +5 followers, so it would make sense that I could have, that I might have been live. Excuse me.
Over 16 people.
So frustrating. I don't know how to know if I'm live on TikTok. Okay, here's how you solve everything like that. So with using OBS, supposedly I was supposed to be live on TikTok today, and I chose that option to go live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, which is what I've been wanting to do for months. So that's a huge win because TikTok finally approved me. The problem is inside of my Restream chat, it's still showing Twitch instead of TikTok. And also, I need to know how I know I was actually live on TikTok. I can't find it anywhere. I'm directly on the mobile app and directly on the website. How do I know I'm actually live on TikTok? How can I verify that? So I need to know if I'm live on TikTok and how to know, because I'm still live right now. Secondly, how do I get the Restream chat fixed so it stops going to Twitch, which I'm not even live on Twitch right now? How do I get it to show TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook and take away Twitch? Oops. I almost didn't send it. Send that, and as that's thinking... Oh, shit. What the hell is going on? Where is the whole... Okay. settings. Oh shit. What? Why did the dude? What is happening? Am I not live anywhere? I swear I am. I have to be, right? Jason Cardamone is live now. We are live. Okay, we're good. That says live. This says connected. This says offline. What the hell, dude? That doesn't make sense. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Desktop live URL chat. So go to TikTok, your username. Okay, open TikTok Live Center. You'll see a preview, drop frames, blah, blah, blah. If it shows incoming video in a live timer, you are live. It's been a while since you were last live. This doesn't look like I'm live, does this? Darn it. Well, that may have failed today. Okay, I'm going to try something. We're going to go to this. Oops. These things. Going to go to dashboard. I'm going to turn on and off TikTok. Okay, when I clicked on event. Oh, shit. I need to remember this is the screen. But why do they all say offline? This sucks, dude. So frustrating. I'm going to grab this. Something weird is going on because OBS is showing that I'm live overall, but it's not showing that I'm live on any of these three platforms. I went to go verify at the TikTok Live Center and I am not live over there, but I did pull up Facebook and I am live there. So I'm assuming I'm also live on YouTube. So something is broken with TikTok, but as you'll see, this thing says I'm offline in the OBS interface. So what is happening? How can I fix this? And why is it inconsistent where I actually am live on Facebook in this moment, but this is saying I'm offline? And I'm going to post that image in. And the only reason I'm sharing this part with all of you, so you can see how to better work with AI. So this says nothing in the last 60 days. So obviously this isn't working. I don't think I need this studio with the way I have my stuff set up, but we will see. You're seeing 3 different truths at once. OBS only knows I'm sending our MTP to live stream, so it shows live even if a destination. Restream can show offline if it's pointing to a scheduled event, stale login, or cached, even while it's posting. TikTok requires a fresh, valid stream key and sometimes a different approval to accept third-party encoders. If the key expired or you used the wrong method, TikTok will remain not live even while Facebook is. So I have to stop the stream for this, so I'm not going to walk through all this with you. Or if you were approved for mobile live but not producer encoder, TikTok will just never light up. This pisses me off because it knows I'm using Restream. I'm pretty damn sure. But I'm going to go through all this offline here. So where are we at? So enough of that. It doesn't even look like anybody's on the stream anyway. Okay, so now TikTok says streaming. Facebook says streaming. This now says, look at this. TikTok live monitor. Let's go check this. I'm just going to check this while you're here with me, and then we're going to bail. Excuse me. Suspicious activity detected, huh? Where the hell is my TikTok? It probably freaking emailed it. Do I not have Authenticator set up? We're going to find out in 1 second. Oh, I don't see anything from TikTok. Verify your identity by entering the code sent to where, dude? Well, that's not good because it's going to look extra suspicious when I don't enter the code. So I'll figure all this out. We are done for today. So let's talk about what happened here. Get out of here. All right. So what we did was get Beehive mostly set up. It's set up good enough where I can put some content there now. One of the most important things you will ever do in your internet marketing journey is to start building an email list. And so Beehive will help you to start doing that in a free, well, at least for a month, it's going to be free. And let me check the pricing and all that. We'll actually go more into this while we're here. Why am I not still logged in? Stupid. Totally stupid. How am I not logged in? This is lame. And I'm refreshing. I know my email works because I'm getting other emails. I can't stand these services that are slow to send you the email. It's so stupid. Come on. Resend. Resending. Dot, dot, dot. Code resend, check your email. By the way, I'm checking spam. I'm checking my main inbox back and forth. There's nothing. Dude, this sucks. There has to be a service down. I suspect there's like a service outage with someone sending emails. Because this is 2 in a row within minutes. This does not happen like this. Is it down right now? I'm going to check some things. So I'm looking for things to do with email. Outlook.com is down. I don't use Outlook. I don't recommend you do either. WhatsApp is down. Windows Live, Hotmail is down. Comcast and PayPal. Jesus. These are like, are you serious, dude? These are like really big sites. I probably have to check what email service that these people are using, third party, which I can't really. Down detector server is down. Down detector is something used to tell if sites are down. So how can the server itself go down? It's crazy if that's real. Access. Down for 28 minutes. That's actually really crazy. So I still don't have any emails, by the way. Like, this is minutes later. No emails. Nothing in spam. So that is how it goes. And sorry, I wasn't even sharing screen with you. So one of the most important things you'll ever do is to build an email list. An email list is something you will keep your subscribers' names and emails forever. You can download them. You can pull them into other services. You will always have them. If you lost your Facebook account, your YouTube account, your TikTok account, how are you ever going to get connected with those people again if you don't have their contact info and if you don't have permission to contact them? So you're giving people permission by just being on social media and the way you're connected with them. So if someone like spams you in Messenger, that's the rules you have set up. You can make it where non-friends can't ever message you. You can restrict the number of people you become friends with. There's so many things you can do. So an email list is a version of that where you're giving people permission. They're giving you permission to contact you. Now, why are they going to give you permission? Because you're going to deliver them things that are going to save them time and money. It's going to be something that the amount of time and energy or money investment they're putting in is going to be the equivalent of the amount of money they're giving. So it's why you always want to lead with value, moving the free line. You want to lead with your value. You want to be a go-giver. So, hey, Steven, appreciate you, bro. Same, likewise, dude. So that's what I'm glad we got to dive into Beehive today. I still need to make a ton of progress with the creative director and all that. And I'll probably take an initial stab at creative director, at least by tomorrow with you guys, probably outside of that. Uh-oh. So this primary care and direct primary care insurance that I've had forever, with probably the leader in the whole US and world from what I can tell, they're merging into someone else. My doctor he started this whole thing and he goes around the nation speaking. The fees have been 200 something for the entire family. It's saying starting January, the monthly membership is $115 for adults. We have 2 of us on there. So that's the normal monthly fee, about $230 right now. And $75 for children for less than 18. 2 of my freaking kids are 18 and 20. The other one's 16. So this is basically telling me it's going to more than double. Fuck off. If that's true, they're definitely losing us. Holy crap. Good thing we have some level of healthcare through my savings company, which is only $50 a month for the entire family for a whole bunch of awesome stuff. But this is, that's wild. I've really liked my doctor, but I mean, if prices are going up that much, he just had a killer exit. So good for him on the entrepreneur side. So anyway, that's crazy. And just to check for those emails that are supposedly supposed to be letting me verify my accounts, there's nothing. It's crazy. So guys and gals, that's just how it goes. Sometimes you have to fight to go through all these things. So, love you guys. Kick some ass out there. I hope you're getting value from this. Please, and by the way, please let me know if these lives are even serving you. And I might be changing the format of all of this altogether and basically make the lives an exclusive thing behind the curtains and change up the format of these and make them way more interactive and all kinds of stuff so that and behind the curtain would be at least an email address, possibly some kind of a one-time or a monthly payment. I haven't figured any of those things out. But if I get a ton of engagement on all the lives, then I will just continue to do these. But so let me know. Love to hear from you. Take care.